I'm working on a new layout, and as I've just finished this section over here with my coal mine, I thought that you might like to see how simple it is to make this type of southwestern rock formation. I'm working on this cut through here, and as you can see, just as on my mountain, I have two staggered pieces of 1-inch foam. And what I'm doing is just cutting back in like this to make the little crenels. The only important thing that you have to remember here is keep them to scale. I'm doing an N scale, so I have to make mine smaller. I have to make a lot more. Now this is tedious, but actually it only took a few days to make that mountain over there that I showed you. And it's only going to take a few hours to do this cut. But you just continue to go back in and take your piece out. Like that. If you do one that's every once in a while, you can go ahead and make a big one like this. And then you can go to the front of it and make a little shallow one like this right in the middle of it. Okay? Like that. Now I usually cut off a little ridge across the top like this on my mountain, so that it doesn't come quite so flat there. And then also I will go back and occasionally I'll take out a section to change the level so it isn't the same level all the way. Just periodically. Don't have a plan. Don't do every third one. Keep it random like nature. And maybe this one here. Okay. And then after I've done that, I take a, and by the way, this is one of the times when you don't need a really sharp knife because you want the cuts to be a little ragged. And just slice in like this. And it doesn't matter if pieces come out. As a matter of fact, you want a few to come out. And if not enough are coming out, you change your angle on the knife, and that'll get them to pop out. You see how those are popping out like that? Okay, then after I've done that, it's time to color. For my color, I'm using weathering chalk. I've been using AIM weathering chalks for many years. AIM stands for Adventure in Miniature. It appears that they have been bought by Monroe Models. So when I got my new container of dirty yellow, it has new labels on it. But I believe AIM has been bought by Monroe, and the weathering powder is the same. So what I will do now, and by the way, I don't think this will work too well if you're using the blue foam, but it works very well on the red foam. Excuse me, the pink foam. But I'll just take this brush and get the yellow powder and push it into the foam like this. And again, knocking out pieces, don't worry about it. That's good. That's a good thing. Okay. Now we'll brush away the excess yellow. And by the way, because of all the little foam pieces around here, you can't really save this yellow, so it's a little wasteful doing it this way. But the foam is not that the powder is not that expensive, so don't worry about it. Okay, and then after I use the dirty yellow, I will go to the dark rust. Right here, dark rust. And we'll highlight with it. And if any pink shows through, well, that's just one of the colors. And that is all there is to it. After that, we'll lay some screed down here, and if there's room for any vegetation that's growing on this lip, we can put that in there too. But that is a very simple way to make a very nice southwestern rock formation, and it costs very little. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.